I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Pain heals. Chicks dig scars. Glory lasts forever.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
We will be perfect in every aspect of the game. You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, and I will break my foot off in your John Brown hind parts.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Screw them. This is your time. Now go out there and take it.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's turkey season, Kelly. How the hell are you?
Can you please play Turkey Slurpee?
No.
So excited what a Turkey Slurpee is.
Turkey Slurpee.
Listen, there's a number of ways to start a show. By the way, welcome to our listeners for another exciting episode of the Armchair Authority.
This is exactly what I was talking about last week.
There's a number of ways to start a show. When the soundboard comes up and the first thing I read is Disturbed Turkey and Turkey Slurpee. What? We might as well just hang it up. But like
fair.
Hang it up. What is this? Episode 70 something?
78. I think I said 73 last week. I was 3 off.
Death.
4 off, something like that. I think
Death to the
around
Armchair
there.
Authority.
Yeah.
We're officially done.
We're done. We're cooked. I was thinking earlier this week as my wife was like making me listen to last week's episode because I usually don't. And there's parts of it where I'm like, are we even good at this?
I really hope it wasn't my section where I'm just
No.
rambling and going off with my tinfoil hat and everything's rigged.
No, not really. I mean, it was just one of those times where I'm like, dude, is this even good? Do people actually enjoy this, or is it just a way for them to make fun of us?
Well, you got the board up. What's a turkey sandwich? What else we got there?
I don't know, man. This
Turkey
is the one
gobbles.
that I was just going to click on this one, which would have been safe. But no, you had to push it further to go for Turkey Slurpee.
Please go for turkey squawk, please. Second row.
For 300.
Please. I like that.
There you go.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Do you like turkey? Are you a big turkey guy?
Am I a big turkey guy?
Yeah.
I like turkey.
I'm talking about the country.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
I do.
No,
I like the
joking.
country.
I'm talking about the bird.
I've been there a handful of times. But yes, I like turkey. I do.
Yeah.
I'm really more of a chicken guy.
Yeah. Light meat or dark meat?
Did you say light or white?
Light.
Don't they say white and dark?
I don't know.
Do they say light and dark?
I don't know.
Oh.
I probably got it wrong. Whatever. It is what it is.
I'm gonna go with I'm a light white guy.
Light white?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go light or white.
Yeah.
I am.
See, I like white meat when it comes to turkey, but when it comes to chicken, I prefer like thighs, like chicken thighs. It's just way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I might be making this up,
Yeah.
completely making this up, but I think when you make stuffing and they actually grind up the turkey and do all that, when they throw it in their stuffing, like homemade stuff,
Yeah.
I think the dark meat is better for the stuffing
Probably.
when it's all ground up.
Are
and
you
whatever.
a stuffing out of the bird guy?
I don't care. As long as it's stuffing, I don't care. It is hands down the favorite dish at Thanksgiving is stuffing.
Well, it's good that you brought that up.
If you only sat stuffing in front of me and did not give me options for anything else to include,
I'm glad you brought that up, Kelly.
I'm glad I got interrupted. But let's go.
Because you know what we're going to do right now is I have Ranker has ranked the top 10 most popular Thanksgiving side dishes.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
5.6 thousand people have voted. Okay. Do you have a pen and a piece of paper?
Yes, I have both.
Okay. If you can get 7 out of the 10, you win a prize. Okay.
I win a prize.
Well, I mean, this pen's probably better.
I got it.
You can use that one too. Okay. So I just want you to. I want you to name what you think is in the top 10, and I'll tell you whether you're right or wrong.
Okay.
Okay. So you've got 10 options here.
And these are sides.
These are sides. This
Okay.
is not turkey. This is not ham. It's not a main course. It is a side. So it consists of a vegetable or some sort of bread or some sort of noodle or some sort of whatever, right? So the top 10 Thanksgiving sides are what?
Stuffing.
Stuffing. Stuffing comes in at number 2.
Thank you. Cranberries.
Cranberries. Not on the list.
Horse shit. Is there a geographical location of said list?
It's just here on Ranker.
Corn.
I need to turn this down a little bit. Corn.
Corn.
The band?
Nope.
Corn. Not on the list.
Green beans.
Comes in at number 17, actually.
Really? Green
Yes.
beans.
All right. Okay. Now you need to specify. Are you talking green beans or green bean casserole?
Green bean casserole.
Green bean casserole, says Kelly. Green bean casserole sneaks in at number 10. He's still alive.
Boom. Fantastic.
He's still alive.
Pumpkin pie.
That's not a side. It's a dessert.
It's a side.
I'm gonna save you one here. It's not a side. It's a dessert.
That's dumb. It's a side for me. Hell, I'd eat it first. I'd eat it as a main, just like stuffing. Oh, man. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, dinner rolls.
Ooh, he chooses dinner rolls. I'm going to give you that one. Number 7. They have it listed as King's Hawaiian Sweet Rolls, but dinner rolls at number 7.
Dinner rolls work.
And I'll give you another hint, okay? Their bread is on here 3 times in the top 10. Some form of it.
Wow, okay.
Some form of bread.
Well, I've got stuffing. I've got casserole.
So, not including stuffing.
Okay, all right. Man, what... I can't. I'm still so disappointed that cranberry didn't make the cut.
Would you like to know where it came in at?
What, cranberries? Probably 18?
11.
Oh,
just missed the top 10.
Oh, that's dirty.
Yep.
That's dirty pool right there. Okay. Can't count pie.
Nope.
Even though that...
Actually, it's pretty silly how often bread is listed in this. I was wrong. It's listed 4 times out of the top 10.
Okay, so...
And that's a free one. You can just say bread, and I'll give you one.
Well, no, I don't want to do that because I said dinner roll, and that's like a normal slice of bread is not a thing. I mean, you can bring in...
But it is. It's number 5.
A normal slice of bread.
Yes, bread.
Really?
Yeah, like as in like a sourdough loaf.
We can put 4 freaking breads in this thing, but we can't get cranberry into
This
the
isn't
top
me.
10.
This is 500. This is 5.6 thousand other people that have voted.
Yeah, well, 1,000 or million?
1,000.
Okay.
Over 5.6 thousand votes have
So
come
we have
together to
dinner
rank the
roll, we
list
have
of the most
bread, we
delicious
have
Thanksgiving
stuffing,
sides.
we have a casserole thing.
Yep.
Man, gravy.
Number 3, gravy.
Gravy's there.
Nice.
Gravy's there.
Keep that train of thought going. Keep the train of thought going.
Okay.
Gravy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. Number 1. Number 1 on the list is mashed potatoes. So
Mashed
you've now
potatoes.
got number 1 mashed potatoes. You've got 2 stuffing. You've got 3 gravy. You've got 5 bread. 7 are rolls. And number 10, green bean casserole. So I'm looking for number 9. I'm looking for number 8. I'm looking for number 6.
I thought you were.
I'm looking for number 4.
I thought I got credit for just 6 of them.
7 of them.
7. Okay.
Yeah.
Oof.
And you're down to your last strike.
Okay. Well. What else? What else gets laid out there? Man. So hungry right now. So hungry. So hungry. Struggle.
I'll give you a hint, okay? Number 6 is also ranked number 2 on the tastiest flavor combinations in all of dorm food, and it's ranked number 3 on the most comforting comfort foods.
It's a noodle. It's a ramen noodle. Not a ramen noodle. It's a... Oh, you know what? What am I thinking? There's got to be a side. There's got to be a salad. There's got to be some type of salad in there.
Oh, no.
No salad?
Oh, no. He's going rogue. He's going rogue.
There's got to be a salad,
He's
right?
going rogue. He's going rogue, man.
We have some salad. Okay, well, there's going to be a noodle salad. There's going to be something noodle. There's going to be a...
Keep going. What do you got? What do you got?
Don't tell me freaking spaghetti, because that's just going to irritate me. What the hell noodle? Penne.
Hold on. I'm going to give you the hint one more time, and you just need to think, okay?
Oh, my gosh. Mac and cheese.
There you go.
Mac
Very
and
good.
cheese.
Very good. Number 6, mac and cheese.
There it is.
Yeah. Okay.
And, mac and cheese doesn't come out of my Thanksgiving.
Not mine either, but
It doesn't.
it's a very popular thing across the country, because I was talking about this with my mom, and now that I have kids, she's like, what do you guys kind of want? I'm like, apparently mac and cheese is like a big thing for Thanksgiving. Apparently this happened. I hear it all over the place. People talk about it. Mac and cheese, number 6 here on the list. So
I'm going all the way back, and I cannot think of mac and cheese ever being at Thanksgiving.
we've never had it.
No, my wife might say, yeah, dummy, we just had it 2 years ago, but I don't think we did.
It's a big Southern thing. I know there's another buddy of mine. His role right now is to make the mac and cheese for Thanksgiving. Wow. That's what he's bringing.
Wow.
So
what did I get? 7?
I think you were close.
You had to hint me on a couple.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So we'll just go through the list here real quick and not linger on this any longer. Number 10, as you guessed, came in at green bean casserole. Right, wrong, too low?
No, I think that's a good fit.
Appropriate?
That's a good fit. Is everybody going to grab a spoon and dig into that? Nope, not at all. So 10's a good seat for it.
Okay. Scallop potatoes at 9.
Man, so hilarious. My wife is responsible for potatoes at this year's Thanksgiving.
Okay.
We are not hosting, however, it will be an intimate little thing with just family.
Yeah.
My wife is responsible for potatoes. She said, what should I do with them? And I'm like, scallop potatoes. And she's like, she insulted me in some way, shape, or form.
And then walked away.
No, I'm just kidding. She didn't. But I said scallop potatoes. Anyway, scallop potatoes at 9?
At number 9.
Ooh, man.
Too low?
It might be.
Okay.
It might be. I feel like in my circle of family, I think everybody's getting a spoon into that.
I like your train of thinking about how many spoonfuls people are taking.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
And I'm thinking everybody's going to get into the scalloped potatoes.
All right. Number 8, they have buttermilk biscuits listed here.
No, see, I'm
not a biscuit guy.
We have a dinner roll.
Yeah.
And that's it. Don't slice your bread. Don't bring out the French, whatever it is. Don't bring out any of that stuff.
Did your family go through that stint where beer bread was like a big popular thing and you just did it for every holiday?
Unless I didn't know what the hell I was eating. No, I don't think we did.
Like beer bread became a thing like 15 years ago.
No, it was a dinner roll.
And it was and it was at every single, like it was Easter, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of it, like the major holidays. Beer bread was always a side.
No.
Okay.
Dinner roll.
I think biscuits shouldn't even be in the top 10.
Nope, they shouldn't. That's
super high.
That's breakfast Thanksgiving morning with sausage gravy.
There you go. What? Man, you're hammering biscuits and gravy Thanksgiving morning?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. It's a day of gluttony.
So 7, you had the rolls. 6 was macaroni and cheese.
No, 6 is too high.
Too high?
Yeah,
for macaroni
it
and
should
cheese.
not be in the top 15.
All right.
Now, again, if I'm thinking about the spoons that are entering said dish and going on plates, probably just my children.
I think everybody might dabble in that a little bit, though.
No.
I think mac and cheese is
not people I know, not people I run with.
It's an equal opportunity side. I would guess 8 out of 10 people would probably
even though it's an equal opportunity, it doesn't mean you got to take advantage of the opportunity. No, there is no.
Yeah.
No.
Then we have bread coming in.
Bullshit.
Just sliced
Dinner
bread.
roll.
At
Dinner
number
roll.
5. Number 4 is crescent roll.
See, what are you doing all the breads for?
I don't know. Big bread country.
So basically, everybody that's doing this list, one person uses the dinner roll, the next guy uses a crescent roll, the next guy uses this, whatever. Bread.
Right. Period.
It
should be. They should categorize it all into one. So, and then you have gravy at 3, stuffing at 2, and then mashed potatoes at 1.
See, I would go stuffing 1, mashed potatoes 2, gravy obviously at 3.
The biggest crime for me on this whole list is that sweet potato casserole's at 14.
Oh, that's too high.
Then you haven't had it done right.
Probably not, unless I don't know.
So to round out, here's your top 20. Okay, number 20 at carrot would be carrots. 19 is sweet tea. That's a weird addition.
You're not going to give me pumpkin pie, but you're going to give them sweet tea.
I don't know.
That's a drink. That's not a side.
Then they have a baked sweet potato at 18. Corn on the cob at 17.
See,
cranberry jelly, which just comes out of a can, at 16. Plain green beans at 15. Sweet potato casserole at 14. Then you just have regular corn at 13. Cornbread, another bread, makes the list at 12. And then cranberry sauce at 11.
No. See, these are alternatives. That's all that's happening there. They're alternatives. This family doesn't like carrots. We're going to do green beans. Oh, we don't like green beans. We're going to do corn. Great. They're alternatives. The breads are alternatives. That they shouldn't even be on the list. They should be categorized under one damn thing. This is a bread. Boom. There it is.
Well,
and it happens to be a dinner roll.
You need to send a strongly worded letter to Ranker and see if they can combine those for you.
No.
You know what we typically do?
Better than them.
Instead of we don't really do mashed potatoes. We do those twice baked potatoes. You ever had those?
I have had those, but I think that we generally stick with the mashed.
Yeah.
I think you can feed more.
Yeah, probably. Depending on how many people you got coming over.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Mashed potatoes. But see again, alternatives. Somebody going to put French fries on there? Somebody can do that?
I'm sure.
How about those new smiley things? Those new smiley potato things.
Oh, wow. Those aren't new. Those have been around forever.
But whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody told me, I had those at school. I didn't have those at school. I'd seen smileys for the first time like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, potato smileys have been around since I was in grade school.
But again, another alternative. Don't give alternatives. Like, what are the main dishes? Like, this is the go-to.
Yeah. I don't disagree. I'm sure that list is probably just pissing somebody off right now.
So besides me, so I can basically just look at you and go, "Hey Ryan, I bet one of them on there is a vegetable." Well, bam! I knock out 4 right there.
So now you kind of get into the water with it, right? Where you're like, well, if you get too broad with it, then you can just.
Well, that's what they're doing. You know. They're just listing alternatives. That's.
Yeah. I think you need specifics. I think if it's going to be if it's going to be a roll.
End of the street likes scalloped potatoes. This end
or maybe
of the street
only
likes
one
mash.
of those makes it so you can't have biscuits, bread, croissant rolls, and Hawaiian rolls.
It's a bread.
Just get it.
Period. It's a bread.
Just have a roll or sliced bread.
Correct.
Yeah.
Bread.
And get biscuits the hell out of here. Hot take. I don't think biscuits are all that great.
Oh man, there is a time and a place for biscuits and gravy, and I'm telling you what, it's anytime they're in front of me.
But listen, what do you have to add to the biscuit to make it better? Gravy.
Yeah, not necessarily.
A biscuit by itself.
Straight up flat biscuit, understood. Throw a little PBJ on it.
Again, you're adding things to the biscuit to make it better.
Right, but put a little peanut butter. You ever had a peanut butter and jelly biscuit?
I'm sure I have.
Solid.
Yeah, I'm sure I have.
Solid.
But you're not doing that with a dinner roll. You can have a dinner roll with or without butter and still enjoy it.
No, they're pretty bland. They're pretty bland.
It's
normally that's
way better texture than a biscuit.
Normally that's to sop up and create a wall from the gravy that's all over the place on
you know
the
what I mean?
plate.
How many times have you randomly, like during a Thanksgiving or whatever, there's been dinner rolls sitting out and you'll just be like, you know what? Maybe I'll just take one.
You never end with one.
You're not doing that with a biscuit, I can tell you that much.
Probably not, and you never.
And
end
that's
with
my
one
point.
roll.
A dinner roll by itself is better than a biscuit by itself. Biscuit, you always have to add something to it. It's got to be honey. It's got to be some sort of cinnamon butter, or you got to add gravy to it, or jelly, or whatever. Like you have to add something else to amplify the biscuit.
But if you walk by your kitchen counter and there's just a dinner roll sitting there, are you generally just going to grab that and be like, "This looks great"?
I like bread. I like bread.
You're not just going to grab it and eat it by itself. I mean, the dinner roll whole thing is to sop up other stuff. Yeah. Like that's its goal. Yeah. It's the absorption rate. I don't necessarily disagree with that, but I'm just saying like the likelihood of you just either grabbing a dinner roll or a biscuit by itself. My daughter would grab a biscuit.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
a problem.
That.
That's a problem.
Okay.
Yeah. That's on you.
It's not genetic. Okay, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoy it. Be safe out there. I know in our neck of the woods we got some nasty weather coming in.
It's
like
not pleasant today.
Big old cold front coming in over the next 5 days.
Yeah.
Potential snow, but with where we live, typically we don't get hit as hard typically with all of the precipitation, but we'll see. I don't know. There's whispers out there.
Doesn't look like it's going to break 15 degrees Thursday or Friday.
Today's 35 with a wind chill of 15.
Yeah, it's not good.
Super weird.
Not good.
Yeah. Put all my Christmas lights out last night, feeling good about it because yesterday was 50 with no wind. It was awesome.
Yep.
And then I woke up this morning praying that they were all still attached to the house because it was 50-mile-an-hour winds.
Correct.
So,
correct.
As far as I know, they were still out there. I had some trees that blew over and some stuff like that. But be safe out there. Enjoy the holidays. And while you're enjoying the holidays, enjoy this smorgasbord of football we got coming up, man.
We've got football.
Holy cow.
We've got not just because the Chiefs are playing on Thanksgiving. Obviously, that's fun, right? Because we get out of the the general stuff. But what a lineup of games.
I was thinking about this. Our little group chat from, the boy chat or whatever you want to call it.
The boy group?
All of our teams are playing on Thanksgiving.
That is correct.
What a wild thing.
That is correct.
What a wild
Two
thing.
of them playing each other,
Yeah.
oddly.
Yeah, so there's only one that's guaranteed to go home happy.
Right?
Guaranteed. I mean, there could be multiple. It could be one that's sad and 3 are happy. But do you think what are the ratings going to be like for that Chiefs-Cowboys game? It's going to be through the roof, right?
Oh, I don't. Well, who are the Packers playing? Lions, right?
Yeah.
I don't think that's going to be any different.
No, but you've got the Chiefs and the Cowboys.
Understood.
Chiefs and the Cowboys.
Yeah, but
you've got the dynasty from the last 5 years, plus the most popular team in the NFL.
Who wins that? I mean, who wins that? Nobody likes either one of those teams. I mean, you get on there and it's like, okay, I can watch this because I'm just going to root for this team and kick the crap out of them.
If you're a casual observer that does
what happens now? You don't like either one of them.
Yeah.
Is that nap time?
I don't know.
Maybe that's nap time.
Unfortunately, like I think you have to go with conferences. So me as a Packer fan, like I don't really care who wins that game because of where things are at, but I think I have to root for the Chiefs just because of NFC versus AFC, playoff implications, things like that.
Sure.
So, I don't know. I look at the Bengals Ravens game. That's a who cares game to me.
Oh, I'm totally going for the Bengals.
Yeah. Joe Burrow's coming back.
That's what I heard.
Wow.
Only going to play 30% of the snaps, they say.
What?
That's somebody was bumping their gums this morning that he's only going to play about 30% of the snaps.
Why even play?
I don't know.
You're going to throw him behind that offensive line and just see if he can survive?
Because he's Joe Burrow, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Packers, Chiefs, Bengals. That's it.
That's what you got?
That's where I'm at.
All right. So that's all road teams.
Correct.
Yeah. I don't think that. Not for a second.
You really?
No.
Okay.
No, you're not going to have all road teams win. Plus, your ability to prognosticate has already gone out the window with the Bears thing.
Well, no. They played Mason Rudolph. They
did, but you said they wouldn't win
Rudolph.
another game to the end of the year. So.
Right. Mason Rudolph. I did say, caveat, what is Rodgers' status? I did say that.
It was a big...
They beat Mason Rudolph by 3.
Yeah.
By 3, Ryan.
What's up with it? You imagine being a Steelers fan.
Oh, I know one, and he is not happy.
I know several.
I know one, and he
several.
is not at all happy.
Yeah. But I think,
in fact, a derogatory comment may have been made about Mike Tomlin.
Oh no!
Correct.
He's so handsome, though.
Oh, correct. He's a handsome man. He is.
Yeah. So, do you think if Rodgers plays that game, and you don't like Rodgers, so this says a lot. Do you think if he plays that game, the Steelers win?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do, and that's why I put the caveat out there.
I kind of thought the same thing too, because they had the ball late in the game, and there were throws that could have been made by a much better quarterback than Mason Rudolph.
Correct.
I think
Caleb Williams missed 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like money shots.
Also got sacked in the end zone and fumbled it.
He sure did.
Yeah.
He
didn't look great. I don't think.
At one point, he was like 19 of 31 or 19 of 34 for 118 yards, whatever it was. I'm like, no.
There's a lot of chatter about his performance this year, and if you look at the numbers, I mean, I think we glanced at it a couple weeks ago. And listen, take this with a grain of salt for what it is. For those of you that may be new to the show, Kelly and I, not big Caleb Williams supporters, so not going to be singing his praises really ever, probably. But if you look at his stats, they don't scream to you like he's a top tier quarterback or that he's doing anything special.
No.
They're currently 6-0 in one-score games. They got 8 wins. Good for you. It's great.
It's wonderful.
So
the wheels are coming off the damn bus. I'm telling you, they played Mason Rudolph. That's it.
How does Mason Rudolph just continue to just find work?
The same way that Carson Wentz, the same way that Chase Daniels, the same way that some of these other guys. I mean, the highest priced backups in the history of the football, history of the NFL.
Yeah.
Like they just find a way to keep making rosters and doing just enough to stay on a roster. And all of a sudden, we had an injury, got to start 3. They look pretty decent. Salvageable, we'll do that. Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Kind of the same type of situation.
Got benched.
Yep.
I won that argument.
Yep. Yep. And no way, shape, or form beyond right now and me making this statement, I am not talking about Shedeur Sanders today at all. Aside from his idiotic interview.
That was pretty bad.
Where he said he prepared for only 1 week, and look at that performance.
Imagine what you could do with a whole year.
Exactly. I'm not talking about him and or his performance or the Browns at all.
I cannot believe that that's the first quarterback for the Browns to make their debut starting and win.
Yeah.
They've had 40 chances to do it, and it hasn't happened until
they're the Browns.
Sunday.
They're the Browns.
Yeah. Well, they played the Raiders.
Correct.
Who are a dumpster fire as it is.
Have their own handful.
You always look for a
problems.
scapegoat, and I guess Chip Kelly was that this week as well because he lost his job.
Boy, Pete Carroll's really going to rejuvenate that team, isn't
Yeah.
he? Watch out.
They
Pete
need
Carroll's
a lot.
coming in.
They need a lot. First of all, they need to start with drafting 5 offensive linemen with whatever picks they have this year.
Secondly, they need to release Ashton Genty immediately because I feel so bad for that
Dude,
kid.
that poor guy.
I feel so bad for him.
That poor
He's
guy.
got it worse than Saquon Barkley ever had it in New York.
If he had the Colts offensive line, he'd be a top 5 running back. Easy.
He'd be happy.
Yeah, easy.
Yep.
Easy. So yeah, I feel bad for him.
Yeah, release him immediately. Chiefs are looking for a guy.
Yeah, you guys have been looking for a running back for a while.
Yep.
Since Priest Holmes.
We're looking every year.
Yeah, since Priest Holmes, you haven't had one.
No. Well, Jamal Charles.
Oh, that's right.
We had Jamal.
Yeah, that's right.
No comment.
I was gonna make one,
Okay. Jamal Charles it is.
but it is the Chiefs. It's plural, not just Chief.
Right.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure that we had that.
Well, it depends on where you're
Understanding.
from. Depends on where you're from.
Is that like deer? The plural for deer is deer.
Right.
Look at all the Chief.
Look at all the chief. Or the, foxes.
Fox eye.
Fox eye.
Yeah.
Ah,
Foxes is. Anyway.
wonderful.
Yeah, NFL. I don't even really know what to think about this past weekend. The one thing that I do kind of want to touch on is how bad J.J. McCarthy's been through his first 6 starts.
Yep.
Now he played a good defense, all right, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Packer fan. I think anybody watching the Packers defense this year can say that is a legit defense. They're not frauds on that side of the ball. They know what they're doing.
Nope.
You know, they're holding good teams to, not a lot of points, and they're, consistently doing that. And that was a horrible sentence, and I sounded like an idiot, so I apologize for that. But
No, not at all.
The main thing that I want to talk about is just what is going on with McCarthy, those things that have happened over those first 6 starts and what they're comparing it to. But this is what we can see. We can see that through 6 starts, he's got 929 yards, 6 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He's only completing 54% of his passes with a 57.9% or 57.9 passer rating and 20 sacks. In the game against the Packers on Sunday, if you were to spike the ball every play, you would end up with a passer rating of 39.6. J.J. McCarthy on Sunday, who did not spike the ball every play, ended up with a passer rating of 34.2.
Yes.
Are you concerned?
No. Am I concerned?
I mean, if you were a Viking fan, if you were a coach on the Vikings, would this be concerning, or is it just one of those things where it's like, hey, he missed his first year due to injury, he's working some stuff out, but if the bar is already, not the bar, but if he's already setting the precedent now at this level, being so low,
Yep.
how far can he go?
As a Viking fan and or as a coach of the Vikings within that organization, am I concerned? Yes, I'm very concerned. Me sitting here on the opposite side of the table from you, when we talked about him coming in from the draft, no, I'm not concerned. This is meeting the expectation of what we anticipated seeing from J.J. McCarthy. He had a great coach in Harbaugh, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say that I don't think Kevin O'Connell's game plan, I don't think his strategy or his scheme or his style of offense, I don't think it's complex. I don't think it's that hard to pick up. McCarthy looks like he's not at all catching up with the speed of the game. He doesn't look like he's acclimating whatsoever, and maybe it's because he's injured these 2 weeks and then he comes back for one and he's injured 2 more, whatever it is. He doesn't look like he's acclimating to the NFL, to the speed of the game. He doesn't look like his decisions are confident. He doesn't look like he doesn't look the part of an NFL quarterback who's trying to learn and get better. He doesn't look like that. He looks like a guy that's kind of, I say running for his life, but he truly looks like something like a fish out of water.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't help that they can't run the ball at all. Aaron Jones, again, it's just another case of the Packers got out of that at the right time when they needed to.
Yep.
Their offensive line, that of the Vikings, is not the greatest at this point. There was one play during the game where you could see the pocket collapsing, and as a Packer fan, you're just thinking in your head like, you need to move, dude, because that guy's coming through the middle, and you're about to get tackled.
Yes.
And you can see it. It's right in his line of vision as he's looking down the field. You can see it in his periph. There's no way that he can't. And he just stands there and takes the sack.
Yep.
And he did it multiple times.
Yeah. His decisions look to be crazy slow.
Crazy
slow.
It's not getting rid of the ball when he needs to. Rolling out to his left, throw the ball, throw it away, sack.
Yep.
Or it's, throw it over the middle and airball it and have it get picked.
Yeah, we've talked about windows, right? We've
Yeah.
talked about windows and how they're not open very long, and they're really not open very wide. And when you see it, you got to hit it, and you got to go. And he's not even there yet.
Yeah.
Like he's not ready to release the ball. He doesn't. I don't know. He just looks incredibly slow. His decisions are very, very not good and very slow. I had a different word, but I was going to leave it alone.
No, it's good, but I would just be concerned. So since 2000, they've been keeping a stat that stands for expected points added. And over the course of the last 25 years, there have been 852 quarterbacks that have qualified for this stat that they abbreviate as EPA. J.J. McCarthy ranks 851st out of 852. The only player below him, you take a guess?
Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell.
There you go.
So he is now being compared with probably the biggest bust of all time. Through 6 starts, Jamarcus Russell had 1,000 yards, 5 touchdowns, 3 picks, a completion rate of 54, passer rating of 76, and he was sacked 16 times. So very similar there. So again, if this is where you're at, you got a long hill to climb to even be average.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And that's concerning, just based on how much not only they gave up with letting Darnold walk out the building, who's having a great year in Seattle, and is proving that he does have the skills to pay the bills
Until the playoffs, but yes.
Still, he's having a great season,
Yep.
so can't fault him for that. I mean, it'd be much better than what you're seeing here. Better than a Sunday where you complete. You only miss 7 passes, but 87 yards, no touchdowns, 2 picks, 34 passer rating, and 5 sacks.
And he's got good enough skill position players where they can
He's
be
got
more
Justin
competitive
Jefferson.
than that.
He's got one of, if not the best wide receiver in the league.
That's what I mean.
Jordan Addison is good.
He's got the skill position guys to keep games competitive if he doesn't do it on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, man. It was kind of crazy to watch. And again, take it for what it's worth. I think the Packers defense is legit. It's the most legit thing that they've done all year, and consistently. But I mean, it was an embarrassment to watch him play quarterback on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, and that's coming from a guy that doesn't play quarterback. But I mean, you watch it enough, your eyes don't lie to you. At least I don't feel they do. But
yeah,
crazy. Is there anything else that you noticed from this week that you were like, "Oh, that's a little"? What are we doing with
Carolina's not good. Carolina's not good.
So that was kind of where I was going. Like, what are we doing with the Niners and Carolina Monday night?
Well, Carolina's not good. And as I watch Bryce Young, I know he's a former Ohio State guy, and he had a really good college career. And you like to think that, well, he's just learning. He's going to catch up, and everything's going to be fine. And then you watch some of his throws last night, and I mean, who am I to critique, right? I'm just a guy in a chair. Who am I to critique? But you look at some of the throws, and it's like, 1, he looks small. 2, he doesn't appear to have any arm strength. Like even a couple where he was launching off his back foot. Now, granted, he was moving out of the pocket, but he wasn't on a full-blown sprint or anything like that. But he was moving out of the pocket. A couple he had to throw from his back foot. No pop in the arm. Like no zing, no power.
It's a complete tangent here. But speaking of pop in the arm, have you ever seen somebody load up to throw a ball 70 yards and hurt their non-throwing shoulder while throwing?
I have not.
What happened with Baker?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
That was so weird.
I don't know.
He loaded up to launch that thing to the moon and came down and was holding his left shoulder.
Yeah, not a clue.
Anyway, super weird. They were getting their
clue.
ass beat in that game anyway, so maybe that was a way for him to I need to kind of not be a part of this
I
anymore.
got to bow out of this real quick. Yeah.
But no, you're right. I mean, there was a Panthers drove down into the red zone and he's rolling out to his right and he just makes. I think he had room to even try to run it in, and he just kind of throws it a little bit back across his body into 2 defenders, and it ends up getting picked in the red zone. And then after that, the Niners never really relinquished any sort of momentum back to the Panthers. I mean, if the Panthers score a touchdown on that drive, I think it changes really a lot of that game, because the Niners kind of did what they always do, where they just continue to drive down, and sometimes they just kick a lot of field goals.
Well, I know, and Purdy throws 3, probably should have been 5. I mean, you had turnovers. You had
3 picks. How many points? 3.
Right.
3 interceptions, and you got 3 points off 3 interceptions.
Right, and realistically, should have been 5 picks.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, he did not look very good.
No, but it also, could you find, I mean, generally, if you're on the opposite side of that and you're the one that's getting these takeaways, That's pretty advantageous for most teams in the NFL. And normally they're coming away with momentum points, something. Something's going to happen good for them.
Yeah.
I mean, Purdy just kept giving you the ball.
Yeah. And props to Saleh. He put together a good game
did.
plan. And
He
he's
did.
he's a hell of a defensive coordinator. He might be top 2 in the league.
He's good.
Right up there with your boy, Spaggy.
Spags.
Yeah. So I don't know,
talk
man.
about a game
What are we
plan.
doing with all these primetime games in November? I think they've all been stinkers. I think all 8 of them have all been terrible.
They
I
haven't
don't
been
think we've had
overly
one good
entertaining.
one. So I don't know. You have any concerns about the Eagles after blowing a 21-point lead?
No.
I think they're okay.
No. Divisional.
21 points, though, and then you don't
Doesn't
score anything
matter.
in the second
it's
half?
divisional. It figures. It's just how it goes. Just how it goes. Plus, we've gotten a little comfortable. We kind of think we know who we are. We've got our recipe for whatever game we play.
Grab the tush and push.
Here's our identity. Here's whatever. I think based on what I've heard, what I've read, I think there is a tremendous amount of conflict and chaos and things going on within that organization, whether it's A.J. Brown, whether it's Saquon, whether it's whatever. I think there are some unhappy people, and I think there's chaos all over inside that building.
We're always talking about that, though. That has been the number one topic of conversation throughout the Sirianni tenure there that has happened over the course of the last 3 years. It happened last year when they won the Super Bowl. It happened the year before that when they started 10-0 and then lost like 7 straight and got bounced in the first round of the playoffs.
Yep.
So clearly this is a culture thing within his locker room that just allows for this to happen. But I also think it's, you've got high-profile players that want the ball. And if you got a quarterback that can't consistently get one of the best receivers in the league the ball, you're going to have issues.
Yep.
Because wide receivers don't just shut up and do their job. They want
to play.
Yeah. So
They want to be involved.
yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of problems going on in that locker room.
I think there is some concern for the Eagles' offense, and they might be able to figure it out, but they can't run the ball. I think over the course of the last 3 games, their offense has not looked great. Even in this game, they had 6 possessions in the second half, resulting in 4 punts, 1 lost fumble, and a field goal. Or a missed field goal, excuse me.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's an issue. Their defense looks pretty good, though, for the most part. I mean, I say that after they gave up 24 points in the second half, but you shouldn't have to. You're up 21-0.
Well, you're on the field a long time.
Yeah. So.
Not probably accustomed to playing that much.
And your offense puts you in short yardage situations too. So I mean,
Yes.
it's a whole deal. With missed field goals and fumbles, like that's not a recipe for success.
Yep.
As far as your defense goes, so I don't put that a lot on them. Cowboys have looked good. I think they're kind of starting to catch a little bit of momentum here. I think they've got, I don't know, man. They might within the next year or two, if they hit on these draft picks and find a way to maybe build up a little bit more on that defensive side of the ball. They might have the recipe to be good.
I can't believe what you're saying, but you might be right.
I know.
I had a hard time with Colin Cowherd when he said all these people owe Jerry Jones an apology. Not me. Yeah. Don't lump me in there. I don't know anything.
Yeah.
No.
I won't be apologizing to Jerry, but
not at all.
I think it's one of those things where they just happen to, and I think they do. I think they do evaluate talent well. I think they stole George Pickens.
Yeah.
He's a really good football player. He's not so great between the ears.
He's heady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you add the drama that is CeeDee Lamb on the other side when he's not being the main focal point. But, I mean, they're running the ball better than they have since they had, I think, DeMarco Murray back in the day. So I don't like all the hate that Dak consistently gets. I think anybody would be happy to have him as a quarterback for the most part. I think he's a good playmaker. I think he's a good leader. So I have to give Jones credit for that, for putting all his chips in that basket, because I don't think he's a bad quarterback by any means.
Oh, he's got a cool warm-up routine.
Those hips.
Yeah.
Got to get those hips in it.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. But as much as you don't want to admit it, I think he's better than 80% of the quarterbacks out there.
He is. Oh, yeah. He is.
So.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I think they got something going there. Whether they'll be able to put it together to get bounced in the first round of the playoffs this year will be a mystery. But I think they're building momentum slowly, and I think there's probably some Cowboy fans out there that are like, whoa, like let's not put the cart ahead of the horse here and hype it up too much. But you gotta be happy with what you've seen. I think over the last couple of weeks, and even in some of those losses where you put up points, but your defense has given up some stuff. But they made the right moves. They've got plenty of equity to be able to build up that team and make it a lot better. So,
yep.
And I think with the Eagles kind of sputtering a little bit, and the other 2 teams in that division being just ass, I think there's plenty of opportunity there.
Yep.
So we'll see. Outside of that, like everything else was pretty status quo for the most part. I mean, Giants blew another lead, so that's not really surprising at all. They had opportunities late in the game to either kick a field goal or score a touchdown, and they did neither. So they ended up blowing that lead to the Lions again. And yeah, here come the Ravens. All of a sudden, they're in first in the AFC North.
Yeah, nobody wants to win that one. It's just like, hey,
Yeah.
you go ahead and take it. No, I'm good. You go ahead.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
So I think it's crazy, but it's why we love football. But speaking of which, so going over to the NCAA portion of football.
Hold on. Let's stay in the NFL.
Sure, yeah. What do you
Just
got?
for a second. We need to make a phone call.
Oh, right. Okay.
We have a friend of the show
Yeah.
that was recently involved in a conversation with me about the Denver Broncos. And you know how I feel about the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
But we need to make a call because we can consider Michaela kind of our Denver Bronco insider. So we're going to make that one.
All right, hold on.
We're going to make that call.
Hold on here. Let me see if I can. I was going to see if I could get you connected to it.
Probably not.
Okay. Can you search for it?
I have it. I can just call right from it. Oh, I
You
got
got
to
to
connect
connect it
Bluetooth,
via
right?
Bluetooth. Via Bluetooth.
Roger
to the,
that.
Yeah,
Roger
to the
that. I
task
know how to
cam.
do that. I know how to do that stuff.
TAS. CAM.
Got it. Got it.
Connected.
I am connected. All right. Go time.
Let me turn up the Bluetooth here. I think we're good.
Here we go. Here we go. Do I just put it on? I just leave it on Mixcast, right?
Yeah, you should be good.
Cool. Here we go. Here we go. This could be embarrassing. I quoted a time.
Yeah.
I quoted a time, and we got a little past the time.
You have reached the voicemail of Michaela Hemrick.
Oh, there it
bummer.
was.
We got cold feet.
There it was.
We got cold feet. Oh no.
Okay, well, let me reach out and see when she's available.
Look at us. We're so professional.
Should I call again? Just keep
Just
blowing
one more
it
time.
up? Let's give this a go. Let's go. We're so professional. Well, I quoted a time, and I might have gotten a little bit outside of the time. I was looking at the clock. I'm like, I think we're getting stood up a second time. We're getting stood up a second time.
Bummer. It's not happening.
Well, what could have been fun?
Yeah.
What could have been
Not
fun?
happening. That's too bad. I was really looking forward to the Bronco inside of what's going on. over there.
Absolutely.
You know, they had a bye week, had some time to rest. You know,
Okay, well, there.
really think about all the accomplishments.
Little
they've done
notice
this year.
sent there just to, keep us posted on her. It's all, it's all about her schedule. We're good.
Kelly, let's talk a little bit about college.
Let's
So
do
last
it.
week we had hoped and prayed for absolute chaos, and we got one of the dominoes to fall,
Yes.
and that was about it for the most part. But Alabama loses to Oklahoma, so now we have a little bit of turmoil going on.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, not as much as it would have been had some other dominoes fell. But how do you? So the biggest thing that kind of came out of this last week that everybody was talking about, and something that you were a little, I don't know, not too happy with, but we've got Tulane currently, and obviously the CFP rankings will come out later today as we record this. But number 24 at the time, Tulane makes the college football playoff.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Therefore, furthering the case from the SEC to make automatic bids no longer a thing.
that goes against that completely goes against everything that we've talked about leading up to this about keeping it competitive, keeping teams up there that just beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Earn your way in. There is last year at this time, we spent a pretty decent amount of time kind of going over certain parameters and going over, well, they're looking at this and they might be looking at this. And okay, now we know that now they've identified that these are the things they're looking at. And these specific details is kind of how they're making their decision. There is no explanation that anyone can provide me at all regarding Tulane being currently in the CFP. Not a chance.
The only one that they can give you is they would be the highest, the most potential with the highest ranked conference champion, and that would be the ACC. That's all they can really give you based on what I've read.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Pull up their schedule. You had them up. Go ahead and pull their schedule up.
Yeah. They're in the American. Yeah, the AAC.
I'm not feeling it with the green wave. I'm not feeling it.
What a mascot.
Yep. Go ahead, pull it up.
Let's see more here. What do we got for games? So we started. What are we at? That's 24. Oh, they played in the Gasparilla Bowl and got absolutely annihilated last year. Annihilated. That's not even a word.
It is now.
Annihilated.
It is now.
Annihilated.
You can use whatever word you want.
So starting August 30th, they played Northwestern. They won by 20. They squeaked out a 2-point win against South Alabama.
Yep.
Then they played Duke. Old Miss pounded them 45-10. So there's a loss. They played Tulsa. They won 31-14. Then they played East Carolina. Won 26-19. Then they played Army and won 24-17. Followed by UTSA. Don't know who that is, but they look like they got a roadrunner for a mascot.
University of Texas San Antonio.
Okay. Well, I should know who they are because they beat number 24 Tulane 48-26.
That is correct.
Then they play Memphis. They get a 6-point win against Memphis, 38-32, and then they play Florida Atlantic. They win that game 35-24, and then last week, November 22nd, they played Temple and beat them 37-13. They've got Charlotte coming up on the 29th to round out the season, and they're currently ranked number 24. So,
what does that tell you from ranking 20 down? When you are 24th ranked, you lose by 20 points to University of Texas San Antonio, and coming back the following week, you're still at 24.
Yeah.
Okay, Ryan. So, how many teams are in the playoffs?
12.
Cool. They will be ranked where? Coming in?
12.
Okay, great. Put them against 1 through 11 and tell me how that game's going to turn out.
Well, they would either have to play Ohio State, Indiana, Texas A&M, Georgia, Texas Tech, Ole Miss, Oregon, Oklahoma, probably, or Notre Dame. You know, maybe throw a Miami in there.
Okay.
Maybe throw maybe a Utah.
Yep.
You know.
Do we really think that that's going to be entertaining? Do we really think so, Ryan?
Well, based on the information we have from earlier in the season when they played number 6 Ole Miss, no. Based on when they played what is it? What did you say? The University of Texas South Austin?
San Antonio.
San Antonio? I don't know.
University
Again, I have no idea who they. Again, it is a Roadrunner. Do I get credit for that? I didn't even have to look that up.
It's either an Armadillo, a Roadrunner, or a Javelina.
It's a 48-26 loss to a team that I've never even heard of. Again, not the college football guy over here, but Owen McCown, the quarterback for the UTSA Roadrunners. Utsa. Oi.
Pull it up just to make sure that it truly is San Antonio, because I don't want to get fact checked here.
Oh, sure.
I am quite confident that it is.
I have no idea.
Utsa.
Anyway, that quarterback.
That's how important that is.
Yeah, he only missed 2 passes. He went 31 of 33 for 370 and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
My goodness. So I don't know, man. I was all kind of, all for the little guy. Like, it's like, oh, this is kind of interesting. You get a little bit more rooting interest. But, I mean, now that I've seen this, I don't know, man. Apparently, yeah, there you go. Texas at San Antonio.
Yeah.
You were right. So you're good. Not South Austin. Could have been. You never know.
Still as competitive.
You never know.
Still as competitive.
Southern California.
There's no justification for it.
Yeah.
None. Like if we were questioning the credibility of the committee last year with a few of those schools that were allowed to come in and compete in the playoffs, they have officially lost all credibility at this point.
You lost your damn mind, man.
With Tulane coming in. Seriously.
Yeah.
Seriously. I mean, let me put it to you this way. Penn State would be a better team coming to the playoffs than Tulane.
Whoa.
They would.
That's not what you were singing on, before game day. Oh, we're going to get thrashed by Nebraska,
Didn't
blah,
matter.
blah, 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 blah.
They're still more competitive than Tulane in the football playoffs.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, just based on who they play throughout the year.
Yeah.
Right? They played the Ohio State. They played Indiana. They played Michigan State. They're playing better opponents throughout the year, and they actually did pretty well against all of them. Now, do I think they're good? No, I don't think they're good. Do I think that they'd be a better representation than Tulane? Oh, my goodness, yes.
Yeah, that was one that I don't even think was on our radar
No.
the last time we talked about it.
For good reason.
Well, yeah, I mean, why would it be? Why would it be? Especially, when you've got other teams that are way more deserving.
We can't be the only ones having this conversation.
Oh, absolutely not.
Right? Everybody in the country has to be like, Tulane? Is that a typo?
I don't know.
Like,
yeah.
Really?
I think you misspelled Utah.
So now we get to talk about teams that get left out who are significantly more competitive, to talk about Tulane.
Yeah.
And if you don't think that this is about sports betting.
Oh, here we go. And there's the tinfoil hat. Here it comes. Here it comes.
Everybody vote, or bet, I should say, not vote. Everybody bet. Well, vote for that matter, too. Everybody just bet against Tulane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I thought maybe there was a little bit of an argument to be had about like, well, it adds more interest than now teams that would have never had a chance.
No, too
get
far.
A chance, but now it's
too far. Now you're dipping into the 24 ranked team.
Yeah.
Who's been 24 rank about 5 consecutive
with
weeks,
no
whether they
impressive
win or
wins.
lose.
Yeah,
correct.
No impressive wins, and they do have one pretty terrible loss. I mean, we were sitting here last year discussing Notre Dame and their loss to
early in the season. Yeah,
to like Northern Illinois.
Yep.
And we're like, should that automatically disqualify them? But Tulane can get in with 2 losses?
Well, it just shows you kind of the pedigree of each program.
I guess.
Yeah.
Tulane's got more of it.
Apparently.
By that standard.
Apparently. According to some. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. By that standard, that would be what it is, but I don't know.
That's
AAC.
That's
Did I read that correctly? They're in the AAC?
Yeah. Yep. I can't think of a lot of schools jumping out of the Pac-12 or the Big Ten or anything to go join the AAC. But maybe it's a thing. Maybe it's coming. Maybe people know something I don't.
I mean, who's their biggest? I mean, North Texas is above them right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Where are they ranked?
Probably
they're
not. At all.
Make it make sense. I don't understand this anymore.
No.
How can the team that's currently in first of the AAC not? I'm probably gonna sound like an idiot because I don't know what I'm talking about. But like, I don't. How? That's crazy.
For the listeners, North Texas is currently 10-1 overall. 10-1.
10-1 is
won their last 5.
Correct.
Tulane is 9-2, winning only 3 in a row.
Yeah. Same conference record as 6-1.
Yes.
I don't understand. So how are they the automatic bid? Is North Texas just not did they not qualify?
I don't know. I got a sneaking suspicion that somebody on the voting committee might have been a Tulane graduate. They're highly endorsing the Green Wave.
Weird.
There's no justification for that.
Is
at all.
North Texas football ranked?
Yes.
Oh, they're number 22.
There you go.
So does it make you feel better if North Texas gets in over Tulane?
No, but what's that say now? They're ranked number 22. Tulane's 24. Why is Tulane still coming in?
I don't know.
Because they do, in fact, have a team ranked higher than them in their own conference. How does that make sense, Ryan?
I couldn't tell you.
We need to get somebody on the phone.
Yeah, they're 20. Tulane's 22 in the Associated Press, and they're 24 in the CFP ranking.
Yep, great. We need to get somebody on the phone. Somebody needs to explain this to the Armchair Authority. I mean, how can we have an intelligent conversation for our listeners?
We've never had one of those.
Either way. How
now you're setting – remember the J.J. McCarthy comparison?
Yeah.
Okay, if you start out at the bottom, your best efforts are only going to be average. Okay?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Apply that to yourself and move on. Okay, especially in this medium with what we're doing now.
It has been so applied. Here I go.
If you start at the bottom of the barrel of podcasting, you can't expect to have what you would call an intelligible conversation about anything because all we know is that we know nothing.
I digress. There's a lot of good football teams that
especially
aren't
when
gonna compete.
half the people that listen to this show just listen to it so that they can call up and be like, "You guys are idiots and you don't know what you're talking about."
That's awesome.
It's really a jumping off point for a lot of my friends to be like, "I listened to the podcast this week and I just want to tell you that you're dumb." It's like a conversation starter, really, is all this has become.
And I think Kelly was wrong when he talked about
pretty much. I mean, that happened just this last week with again, not to keep beating a dead horse, but the Joey Chestnut thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I stand for. I'll die on that hill. I'm standing firm to that.
Yeah.
Competitive eating is not a sport. Sorry, it's not. It's not.
What is? I mean, is competitive eating more of a sport than Tulane is a contender at the college football championship?
No.
So you think Tulane has a better chance?
Yes.
Of winning the college football championship than?
There are more athletes on Tulane football's program than Joey Chestnut is an athlete.
All right.
Sorry, it's not a sport.
Okay.
It's not.
All right.
People can manipulate these little loopholes about what is a sport and what's the definition of a sport and an athlete and da.
Manipulate definitions of sports.
Totally manipulated it.
Okay.
To find a way for Joey Chestnut to be considered an athlete. Hell, ask him. He's going to say, I am not an athlete. I am a competitive eater. And I'm good at it.
Was he ever on the box of Wheaties?
I hope not. We're really looking that up. You're right. We have officially nosedived. Nosedived. See, now wouldn't that be nosedove?
Damn it.
He has not been on the cover.
No, he's not been on the cover
Now
of the Wheaties
that's
box.
my definition of an athlete.
Read the second sentence.
While he is a legendary athlete in competitive eating, the mainstream cereal box recognition has not been achieved. Listen, dude, you don't make it on the Wheaties box,
Dude,
you ain't an athlete.
Absolutely incredible that is the second
Again,
line in that.
Totally manipulated.
Legendary athlete.
It's AI, and what does Al know? Al doesn't know anything.
AI does not spell Al. Dumbass.
It does. That's an L, see?
Wow.
Yeah, I've got a valid argument.
Yeah,
I've got a valid argument.
that's
Joey
good.
Chestnut, he's
That's
not.
good.
He's not an
Yeah.
athlete. He's not.
12th straight.
I'm glad that we
While
can
the
talk about
legendary
this.
athlete is in competitive eating, his mainstream cereal box recognition.
Athlete in competitive eating. So in the subdomain of competitive eating, we've got to classify them as something. You can't call them an eater, right? They can't be an eater.
Well, you could be a legendary athlete
We're
in the
competing
sport
in
of football.
something, so I guess because we're competing.
But
we're an
athlete's a broad
athlete.
term.
It is a
Just
broad
in the same
term.
way that you would
It's manipulated.
you would describe Tom Brady. You would say he's a legendary athlete who played football.
He's an athlete.
But what of what?
Football.
Okay, so thank you for classifying what he's an athlete
Football is clearly is a competitive sport. Competitive
Sure.
eating is not a competitive sport.
in. It takes training.
Oh, you're
It takes
going into
endurance?
this. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this with you again. He hasn't been on Wheaties. Therefore, he is not an athlete.
Who would you consider like?
I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you. I'm dying on this hill. We're typing something else up. Who has not been on the Wheaties box that should be? That's a great. Wow. Talk about manipulate.
I just want to see.
Oh, here comes Al
Greg
again.
Greg Louganis finally gets it after a petition. You had to petition to get Greg Louganis on the Wheaties box.
Well, do you want to keep reading that?
No.
Okay.
I don't read everything.
Go ahead.
all right?
As a prime example, who was notably excluded for decades. Why, Ryan?
It looks like
wanna go there?
It looks like some form of arachnophobia.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like a potential disease of some sort, maybe.
I did not know that about him.
That's why he's not on Wheaties box.
That's why you had to have a petition, I guess.
That's it.
Fair enough.
Ha!
I don't know. Muhammad Ali had to get on there after he retired, so.
These weeds that we're in right now are
What a
making my
tangent.
ass itch. We
What-
got to get out of these weeds.
What a tangent. What a tangent.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah. So Nick Saban brings up a good point on College Game Day on Saturday. He argued that the rules should be implemented like the NFL when talking in regards to the coaching carousel within the NCAA. So right now, the biggest story going on is Lane Kiffin, who's currently the head coach at Ole Miss. There are plenty of rumors circling about.
Is he?
That's true. But there are plenty of rumors circling about whether or not he's going to go to LSU or whether he's going to go to Florida. I've heard anywhere between $90 million from LSU and other things. He has yet to deny any of it, which I find very interesting. But all of this stuff is going on while Ole Miss is in the grips of trying to secure their spot in the college football playoff and is currently ranked like number 6 in the nation.
Yes,
and they're a good football team.
Yep.
So Saban's argument is that they should change it to be more like the NFL, where coaches can't leave or interview until their team's season is finished, and therefore basically just eliminating the distraction altogether. We were talking pregame show about how weird it is that some of these coaches, like, well, for instance, James Franklin, who is now the new head coach of Virginia Tech, just shows up to a Virginia Tech game while they're playing, while they're being coached by somebody else.
Yes.
Basically just being the giant 400-pound gorilla in the room that nobody really wants to talk about until the season's over. But, I mean, they've already hired him. He's already signed a contract. He's wearing Virginia Tech gear, and they still have 2 games left to play at that time.
Yes.
That's weird.
Yes.
Lane Kiffin, obviously having legitimate conversations with 2 major schools that are not his in regards to taking over their football program while playing football, while still having plenty of football games to go. I mean, they've got another big game against they play Mississippi this weekend, I think. Mississippi State.
Yep.
So rivalry week, and then now, they win that game, they'll get into the college football playoff, and they're going to compete for a championship. Mm-hmm. What if by some small strand he commits to one of these schools and then ends up winning? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if you're getting paid $90 million, but I mean.
But you've seen it with coordinators, right? You've seen
Yeah.
it with coordinators on some of these college programs where all of a sudden we're playing in the Big Ten championship and, there's the coordinator. And all of a sudden now when we move on into what used to be the bowl without the playoffs, we move into the bowl game and the coordinator's no longer there. Why? Because, I want to get an early jump on recruiting at the new school, whatever it is. He's already employed. Lane Kiffin is employed, right? So it's not like, I don't agree with the James Franklin thing of him being present on the sidelines and doing all that. But the guy that's currently there for Virginia Tech is an interim coach. He is basically a vice president, right? He's not the guy. He's the interim guy.
Placeholder.
So this is the guy that we hired. He's coming in to observe and spectate and do whatever. Kiffin's employed. Kiffin is a head coach. What happens in the NFL if somebody starts calling Andy Reid with 2 games to go in the season, maybe going into the playoffs, maybe getting ready for the Super Bowl, and the Raiders call and say, hey, Andy, we'd like to offer you $90 million to come in. What happens then? What happens at the NFL level? You hear about all this tampering and player tampering and all this other stuff. These guys are just free to have whatever conversations they want, and they can do whatever they want and get all these offers and do this stuff. And I agree with Saban. I think it's nonsense. I think it's nonsense that players don't play through bowl games. I think it's nonsense that coaches get to do this crap. I agree with him 100%. I don't think he's wrong.
And what difference, I guess, I don't know, somebody can explain it to me, but what difference does, 3 weeks of recruiting make towards if you're taking a job in December versus January?
None. National Signing Day is February, right?
Well, they moved it.
Well, because of the portal.
Well, they moved the portal and all that stuff. So,
yeah.
I mean, they're changing the rules as far as, kids committing and all this stuff for schools. So, I mean, it would just make sense that you wouldn't be able to hire anybody until that period was open.
Right. And oftentimes, kids that commit to a coach go with the coach. I mean, that's not an unusual circumstance where you'll see, hey, I was talking to James Franklin on this deal, and he's not here anymore, so I'm decommitting from Penn State, and now I'm going to Virginia Tech. You see that all the time. So I agree with Saban. I don't think he's wrong. I think he needs to be the damn NCAA commissioner. We've said that before, too.
Yeah,
there's a whole lot of things that need oversight.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah. And I don't even know why you would entertain these type of conversations if you were Lane Kiffin, though. That's the whole thing that just kind of bugs me about it, is how he keeps just kind of keeping this whole conversation alive by not really denying it or accepting any of it or whatever. I would feel bad about the students that I have on my team having to deal with it, whether or not I'm actually there for them, or if I'm searching for quote unquote greener pastures somewhere else to suffice my own needs.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I would take it personally a little bit, especially when it's like, dude, can you be focused on what's going on here at Ole Miss? Like, we have an opportunity to do something historic.
Yeah.
And you're over here looking at all these side bitches trying to figure out what you want to do over here.
And maybe he's truly the smartest man in the room. When Franklin was removed from Penn State, what automatically happened in Nebraska, in Indiana, in Texas A&M, what happened right out of the chute? Yeah. What did we hear about within a week?
Yeah.
Extensions for the coaches, extensions of more money, extensions of more money.
Which I tend to appreciate. I appreciate the fact that Matt Rule was basically like, no, I'm staying in Nebraska. And they pretty much put it into it right there. And
Signetti, same thing in Indiana, right?
But you can't tell me Ole Miss hasn't reached out to Kiffin and been like, hey, this is what we can offer you to stick around.
Well, they did they not?
I'm sure they did. I just haven't read it.
You're talking LSU or Ole Miss?
Oh, Ole Miss for Lane Kiffin.
Okay, I think you said LSU. In any event, he might be the smartest dude in the room.
Yeah,
he's bartering his way for a pay raise,
and that's fine. But again, as a player, as a student,
because what is he saying?
He's not really saying it. He says he's gonna basically announce his decision after the Egg Bowl. Is all he said. So he's just keeping it alive. He's just keeping this conversation going.
He should have shut that down.
Yeah,
he should have shut that down. I'm the coach of Ole Miss. We're getting ready to play so and so.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. We're trying to win a national championship. We'll talk about this later.
But he's also
because you can still have
working him. He's working him a little,
which
bit
I agree
here.
with. But you can still have these conversations behind closed doors without having it like be a whole public thing.
Oh yeah.
But I guess what better way to do it than have LSU and Florida fight back and forth with one another? Because if LSU's going to give you 90, Florida sure as hell can give you 95.
Right, and then give the middle finger to both and say, "Sorry, I'm staying at Ole Miss."
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, there's plenty of ways to do that for sure. But yeah. I just feel like from a respect standpoint with your team, those students, those kids that clearly look up to you as their coach, like they deserve a certain amount of respect to be like, hey, I'm all in for right now, and we don't need to have all these other distractions talking about it because you damn well know that if Ole Miss gets bounced, that's going to be the first conversation.
Do you think though, Ryan, in the grand scheme, and this is devil's advocate, but do you really think in the grand scheme of things that the players truly give a damn who their head coach is? I mean, what are they using that platform for? A majority of them. What are they using that platform for? They get NIL money now, right? They get gobs and gobs of NIL money. They're being treated as a professional athlete. Do you think they really care who the head coach is?
I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it from like an old school perspective.
Don't do that because I get in trouble for that all the time.
Because I mean that's the whole reason why a lot of these players went where they went. Was like they got recruited to go play for this guy because they wanted to go play for him because they had the best chance of doing whatever it was that they were going to need to do to get to the next level.
Right, but if they were recruited in the last 3 years, it was I'm going to go to Ole Miss because I really like Lane Kiffin. However, they're also going to offer me a Ford dealership for $3 million.
Sure, I don't know. You've played sports. You get in the trenches.
No competitive eating by any means.
Well, not till Thursday.
I mean, it's not competitive.
Yeah.
I just eat.
Yeah,
that's just
But you get in the trenches with these guys, and you go through these hard battles throughout a season, and like,
that's where your loyalties lie, though.
That's what I mean. Like, you gotta. I don't know. I think you become endearing to some of these coaches for sure. Like, I don't know. I'm not in there. I wouldn't say that it's like that for everybody. I guarantee you, there's a good majority of dudes in that locker room that don't want to see Lane go because of this, and this.
Maybe, but I also think you said yes, I did in fact play. I think there is I could almost say significant number of former student athletes who could probably sit in a room with you and tell you, I didn't like my defensive coordinator.
Maybe it wasn't a good coach.
I didn't like my cornerbacks coach. Yeah. I didn't like my offensive coordinator. I didn't like the head coach. They might tell you, I didn't like him. I didn't like playing for him. I didn't like the way he treated people. I think a good percentage of people would tell you that.
Yeah.
I don't think they give a damn. I don't think they care.
Then I would question, so were you successful? Was your program successful?
Well,
did you guys win a lot of games? Were you competing for championships?
There you go.
Because winning heals a lot of stuff, man.
It does.
You can say that he's an asshole, but he taught me how to win. He taught me how to do this. I respected the hell out of him, all that other stuff. But if you guys are consistently 5-9 and you suck and you're not recruiting anybody to come play for you, why should you like him?
Right, but some would say it was successful because I did have a really good relationship with my coach. It depends on, it's all context. What does successful mean? Successful mean that you're in CFP every year? Successful good with Matt and Rule being in 10-3, 9-4? Yeah. Like, what is successful? Just never letting, Mike Tomlin never let us slip below 500, but goddamn, we're going to be right there.
Yeah.
What is successful? I think in the grand scheme of things, with how things are going right now, with no oversight and the way things are getting so wonky in college football, I don't think people really care. Who's coaching?
And you have an argument with Lane Kiffin. I mean, this is a guy that was left on the tarmac after he got fired.
Yeah.
You know, like he's been known to be a little bit of rough around the edges. He's going to do what he wants. He's going to do what, brings him joy versus anybody else. But I mean, and obviously it changes from person to person, but I mean, I can't, it's hard for me to look back on any season that I've ever had where I've played baseball or whatever. And I've looked back and been like, man, we sucked that year, but gosh darn it, if our coach wasn't supportive,
Yeah.
Like, you don't really think about that stuff.
No. It's about winning at the collegiate level, especially these big schools
and we
like
associate
this.
with good end results type
Yep.
of thing.
Yep.
Mike Krzyzewski seems to be a super nice guy, super knowledgeable, great. But if he doesn't do what he doesn't do we even care?
Yep.
Is he even considered a quote unquote good coach?
Right. I'm with you.
So I don't know. It's weird. For me personally, it's just a weird thing. It's a weird thing that you're out here looking at other things openly, not denying it, and then it's just a respect deal, I feel like.
I think he's good. I think he knows exactly what he's doing, and I think he is going to end up with more money and a longer contract from Ole Miss.
Absolutely.
That's
but
what
I'm also like, I'm not somebody that can sit here and go like, be selfish. I just don't like that aspect of things.
No, yeah. But
and that's what this feels like to me. Like, you're obviously playing the system to get yourself more money, so it's going to be hard for me to root for you in the next spot, whether it is Florida or not. Like,
nature of the business, though.
I get it, but it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right.
It's working out for 9 out of 10 coaches.
Yeah, it doesn't make it right.
That's the way they play the system, because they don't give you. If you are a program that typically wins all but 2 games, and all of a sudden you have a couple seasons where you're losing four games, they are firing you. You are down the road. They don't give 2 shits about you, Ryan. They don't care. So people are developing this mentality where, well, I know what you'll do to me if I'm not winning games. So here's what I'm going to do to you because I am winning games and you're going to pay me now. So they're going to work that system. They're going to work it. And that's what they've created.
Yeah. And while I understand it, it doesn't make it from a moral aspect, from me looking at it, it's just like, I don't.
Because you're a good person. You're a good person.
It's just a weird position to put yourself in, because it's like, man, it's $90 million.
Yep.
Or it's per, like, whatever you're making per year.
Yep.
Which it wouldn't be 90, but is it not enough? I can't remember who it was, but it was Josh Allen. He had that recent contract extension with the Bills, and they're like, why didn't you go be the top paid? Why didn't you go shoot for $60 million so that you could be more than Dak? He said, because it's what's the difference? It's $5 million. I'm already making 55.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Say about that what you will, but I mean, it's right. When you're making that amount of money, what's the difference?
Right.
But you're going to pay that in taxes.
That could subtly be, if they don't pay me that $5 million, maybe they give me a better receiver. Maybe they give me a better tight end.
And I'm fine with that, because again, that's not being.
But he didn't come out and say that.
No, he didn't. And maybe he wasn't supposed to. I have no idea.
Right.
I don't know how that stuff works. But
you got to read between the lines sometimes, Ryan.
Yeah.
You gotta.
And that's fine. And even if that is the case, whether he says it or not, like, at least that was something that I had gripes with about Rodgers all the time. He would complain about the talent that they would put around him, but then he would take the most. Right? And then he'd be like, okay, well, you're not really leaving a lot here for the rest of us.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Tom Brady took less than anybody his entire career so that he could have weapons and a better defense, and never asked for anything. But that's because he wanted to win. His priority was winning.
Yep.
And it was never good enough. So it's all mindset,
What do you think? You want to jump back and and
ready?
give this a shot?
Is she ready?
Let's give it a shot.
All right.
Let's wing this. Here we go. Sorry for the abrupt interruption.
I can also maybe backtrack.
Hello?
Michaela, hey, is this Michaela?
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah, hi.
It's Kelly and Ryan with the Armchair Authority. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
I'm doing well. I'm very, very sorry for the time management issues that we were experiencing here. We did make a couple attempts, but it is what it is.
Yeah, life happens, man. It sure does.
So, Michaela, we're talking a little NFL, and we're about to get into a segment about teams we trust and don't trust. I, for one, don't particularly trust the Denver Broncos, but I said that somebody was just in speaking with me earlier this week or potentially last week about somebody who does trust the Denver Broncos. So we thought we would get our Denver Bronco insider on the phone today and have a conversation.
Okay, for the record, I am a Broncos fan by marriage.
Oh,
okay?
adjacent. Okay.
Yeah, originally a Dolphins fan. I got my Dolphins jersey. Okay, I wear it.
Wow, you just
Loud and
admitted that.
proud.
You
Who
just
is it?
admitted that on the air.
Who is it? What jersey do you have? Who you
Number
supporting?
54. Number 54.
54?
But I believe I was Thomas.
Okay.
So it's an old one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, linebacker that retired about 12 years ago. Zach Thomas.
Sounds about right.
I believe so.
Cool. Good.
Yeah.
Way to wear the vintage. Good work.
So, but okay, so I think Broncos are not really getting the cred that they deserve, right? They're one of the top two teams right now. Last Super Bowl 2015, 10 years ago. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it was you gentlemen who stated possibly last spring that they're like, oh, Broncos, going to take them a long time to get back on that train track.
That is 100% correct. And I have eaten crow for that because I have come out on this show multiple times saying that it's like, that I'm like, wow, missed the boat on that one by quite a bit because they didn't have any first round picks. It looked like they had kind of, put all their chips in the basket as far as Russell Wilson was concerned and had to ship him off and pay him $40 million for nothing. I give them a lot of credit for being able to rebuild this as quickly as they have with basically no assets for the most part.
Bo Nix, he's my boy.
Yeah,
he's my boy.
He should be. He played college for like 9 years.
I don't know how you can trust somebody that's got 5 total letters in there.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Right?
Well, okay. Let's get back on track here,
okay,
people.
Right.
Let's stay focused.
We have a hard time with that.
That's what I'm here for. So let's go back to, yes, Kelly, you and I had a conversation, and I'm glad you brought that up because you said you, for one, do not really trust the Denver Broncos, correct?
I do not.
And why, Kelly?
Okay.
Because I don't like Sean Payton.
Okay. So on that note, the next time it rolls out, and I believe verbatim, you were like, I think it went something like, oh man, if my Chiefs are out, I got to get on that Broncos wagon. I got to cheer for that team.
That is true.
So I'm a little confused.
Is that because of your weird, you have to root for the divisional rule
that you have
that nobody ever follows and thinks that you're absolutely crazy for?
Thank you for validating that.
Rule,
Thank you. It is an unwritten rule.
It's not a rule. If your team gets bounced, you do not root for – I am not rooting for the Lions, the Vikings, or the Bears in the playoffs.
That's a decision you make.
That's a decision that 99% of people in the world make.
I'm a 1%er. Then I have to follow the unwritten rule.
You would want to see the Raiders win a Super Bowl over anybody else if the Chiefs got bounced.
Let's not get carried away.
Okay.
Let's not get carried away here. But I would have to go. I'd have to get behind the Broncos. They're in the AFC West. They're likely to win the AFC West, which I think we predicted earlier this year. But so Michaela, you trust them. You trust the Broncos to carry this on the remainder of the season. Do you see them playing on the grandest stage?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to go that far, but I'm going to ride this wave as long as I can because it feels pretty good, right? In reality, yeah, when Russell Wilson left, I was like, oh, this is just kind of pointless. But when you're a fan, you stick it through, right? Like a marriage, good and bad.
But you're not. You're a Dolphins fan.
You're what?
But you're not a fan. You're a Dolphins fan.
Well, but by marriage,
okay,
I'm
got
a Broncos fan.
Got it.
She's supporting her husband.
For better, for worse.
I've been to a few Broncos games.
Yep. Okay.
So I'm going to ride this wave. But being a Dolphins fan, I think you being a Chiefs fan, you only have 2 more wins than the Dolphins. That's like, yikes.
Yeah, you might be right.
Like,
you might be right. Yes. It's been a rough year. Thank you.
This whole Dolphins poo-poo talk is really the meat of what we're getting at, because it's not like you're riding that train to the
Listen, you're zipping, throwing stars at us, and I don't need that. I just want to know if you trust Denver, why you trust Denver.
I just think it's really fun to watch. Like I said, Bo Nix fan, picked him last year as my quarterback a rookie, right?
He's good. He's good.
He is good.
Yep.
He's my quarterback again this year. And it's really fun to watch him and Troy play because they went to college together, right? The whole 22 years they went or whatever it was. They both doubled.
That's right.
Only one of them.
I forgot
there.
that he was eligible for both Rookie of the Year and his AARP card last year.
That is correct. That is
his
correct.
Senior discount kicked in.
Yeah.
All of
So,
it's in place.
Here's my question. They're going to make the playoffs. I mean, they've got 6 games left. Of those 6 games, they play the Commanders, the Raiders, the Packers, the Jaguars, the Chiefs, and the Chargers. So a couple of different divisional games thrown in there. Even if they were to lose half of those, they would still end up with only 5 losses, which I think is going to get you into the playoffs. No problem. Who do you think trips them up in the playoffs, though? Who are you most worried about as a supporter of the Broncos / your husband fan?
I, as a supporter, wife / husband, this is getting weird. As a person who supports her husband, I'm gonna say actually that the Chargers can make me nervous.
The Chargers make you nervous. Do you think? Okay,
so
they make you nervous in the division, or they make you nervous in the playoffs?
I think more. Playoffs. Just I don't even want to talk about playoffs. That's gonna make me want to just.
Because the thing that I see with the AFC specifically is I think there's more frauds in the AFC than there is in the NFC. When you look at the top, we were talking about the Patriots last week. The Patriots are 10-2, good for them, but they played nobody. Every other week it's the school of the blind and deaf, and they just kind of get to go out there and do their thing and win. The Ravens are coming on hot here. They've won 5 in a row. They're currently first in the division somehow at 6-5. The Colts, okay, they've looked good, right? Kind of moving up a little bit, but we're still not really sure what they are. You watched the game against the Chiefs; they weren't doing the things that they were usually doing. So those are all your division leaders plus the Broncos. So I mean, knowing all that knowledge, your other teams would be like the Jaguars, the Bills are kind of not really doing great, and then the Chargers, and then you kind of got the Chiefs in there. Are there any one of those like 6 teams that you think are better than the Broncos? Is kind of what I'm getting at.
Let's put it this way. If Denver somehow manages to lose that 1 seed overall, is there a place that you would not like to see them go to play a playoff game?
Yeah, the Chiefs, but I'm just not a Chiefs fan, right? But I don't think that's going to be an issue because again, I would still say the Chargers. Yeah, I just they make me a little nervous. And really, in reality, like the wins we have had, a lot of them are a shoelace, right? Like it's that 10-second where you're like, oh my god, just kick the field goal and win. Yeah,
we touched on that a little bit too the last time we talked about it, where it's a 1-point win against the Raiders. It's a 1-point win, possession game. 1 possession win against the Raiders, the Jets, the Giants, teams that if you guys are truly contenders, you should be blowing them out of the water, right?
Right.
But it is the NFL.
But it seems like a weekly thing where it's just these favored teams. You're like, where did this come from? What are we watching right now? Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think it's a weird season, but.
I noticed when you reference the Broncos, you use "we" a lot. So are you really a Dolphins fan?
I am. Yeah, I really am. It was just kind of one of those, you get the question like, well, why are you a Dolphins fan? It's not because I think they're a precious animal or the color scheme is amazing.
I like that.
I just, it's kind of that, picked them in high school and I stuck with it, right? However, I also think logos play a huge part, right? Looking at the old Dolphins logo, it's a big cartoon dolphin that's wearing a helmet that you put on your kid that you're worried about sending to school every day, right?
Right.
So you're like, oh, can't be the logo. But now it's pretty legit. Just a Dolphins fan in the corner, but I still wear my jersey. I wore it last year to the Super Bowl. Father-in-law, we're chest bumping because he's like, Dolphins. I'm like, that's right. Went for the Eagles.
You wore your Dolphins jersey to a Super Bowl party?
Absolutely, I did.
That's another unwritten rule. You can't do that.
They're the only team in NFL history to go undefeated.
Oh, whatever. They played 10-game season.
Still.
Hey, I'll tell you what. They wouldn't have won that Super Bowl if they didn't save Dan Marino from that kidnapping.
I'm so glad. I was hoping that you were going to say you were a Dolphins fan because of Ace Ventura.
She is.
Yeah. I was really hoping that's where you were going with it.
She's an Einhorn fan.
The laces were in, Dan.
No, but yeah. At heart, Dolphins, family, marriage, that's stuff. met
What-
my husband.
what
and
you
he
real-
started talking about football. I said, I'm a Dolphins fan. He goes, not if we're going to be married, then everything changes.
All right. Wow. Ultimatums.
Wow.
Those are
Yeah.
healthy.
So if you were to ask him and say, what's your biggest concern with the Broncos in the remainder of the season, what do you think his answer would be? Because I'm sure you guys talk about this. You sound like an avid fan. I mean, I'm sure you guys talk about this. What would be
I really
his
can't-
concern?
I don't know. I don't know enough to answer that without, I don't want to say something and then him be like, what'd you say? I don't know. I can't answer for him. I can't. That makes me too nervous.
It is our purpose to put you in a very
Uncomfortable.
peculiar spot. Yes. Mhm.
Yeah, I'm squirming. So I'm just not comfortable enough answering that for my other half.
So do you trust Denver more or the Tulane Green Wave?
Oh, the Denver.
Thank you.
I mean, I'll own it. I do.
That's fair.
Do you understand now you have Ryan looking up Ray Finkel? You
So,
have Ryan
I'm
looking
just letting you
up
know, if
Ray
you need to
Finkel.
trade in your Thomas jersey to update it, you can go to Amazon. You can get a Ray Finkel number 5 jersey for about $26. And I think that would be an incredible Super Bowl jersey to wear.
You know what? I might.
It's not bad.
Finkel and Einhorn and Finkel.
Yes. It comes in that dolphin teal. There's no Dolphins logo on it, obviously, but man. Because I've even kicked around the idea of getting a Shane Falco one from the replacements.
That'd be
just
good
to wear
too.
that.
That'd be good.
Oh,
You sure?
I'm so happy there was
Why not?
We talked Dolphins and there was an Ace Ventura reference.
Your day is
Oh, of course.
complete.
Oh, it's
great.
Your day is
Yeah.
complete. That's wonderful. Okay, so any finishing touches, anything that we should pay attention to, Bronco related, Dolphin related for the remainder of the season? Or are we good?
I think we play the Chiefs on Christmas Day. So
You were correct.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. I'm kidding. I don't. I'm sorry.
I think that's a great way to end that right there.
I know.
And I'm glad that was that polite.
What's the number one side on your Thanksgiving dish?
Ooh, yeah.
Mine.
Yep.
Green bean casserole.
All right.
That's 10.
But it's got to
Yeah.
have the onion, the
Yeah.
onion chips on top.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And
geez.
people get elbowed over those.
Is it green bean casserole without the fried onions?
No.
I was gonna say. I think then it's just green beans. It's just green
it's like-
beans and soup. That's all it is.
Right. I mean, that'd be like tater tot casserole without tater tots.
That's
It
true.
doesn't work.
What if I told you that 5.6 thousand people voted on this and green bean casserole was 10th on their list of sides?
Fake news.
Too low. Obviously, it's
Yeah.
your number one. So
Don't you think everybody's digging into that casserole? Don't you think everybody is getting a spoonful of that?
Yeah, but what about you guys? Number one.
Stuffing.
Yeah. I'm a sweet potato casserole guy.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stuffing.
What if Kelly also told you that of those 5 on the top 10, it was just bread?
Yeah.
That
It was
would make more
It was a
sense.
crescent roll. It was a dinner
Yeah.
roll. It was a biscuit. It was a slice of bread.
The Pillsbury Doughboy
Yeah.
croissant. Pop it in. Done.
And is it light meat or white meat?
White.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
that wrong.
It's
Yeah.
not wrong, Ryan.
Wow. Yeah.
It's your perspective.
That's fine.
It's either white or dark. But people
I-
also do ham too.
Yeah.
Ham is a big thing now.
Yeah. I don't like the stomach worms you get from eating ham, so I'm gonna pass on that.
Well,
Oh, now I am too. Yeah, that's gross. Not
go ahead
me.
and mark that off.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Michaela,
Really?
we're going to let you go. We appreciate
All
your
right.
time.
Thanks, guys. Happy
Yep.
Thanksgiving.
Thank
You
you.
too.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Thanks,
Finkel and
Michaela.
Einhorn.
Finkel and Einhorn. Einhorn and Finkel.
Finkel. Your gun is sticking into my hip. Could not make that movie today. Could not, based on the premise.
You don't think so?
I know. I think there would be an absolute uproar. just
Oh,
from,
yeah, probably.
From a societal standpoint,
Probably.
because of the quote that I just made.
Whatever.
Yeah. All right. Last thing, divisional standings.
Yes.
Looking at the NFL, coming back around to it after we've kind of jumped around a little bit. So
A little bit.
AFC standings are as such. You've got the Patriots in first in the East, the Ravens in first in the North.
Wait a minute. While you read these off, I just want fraud or trust.
And we're just doing the division leaders?
You can go through the whole thing if you want. Obviously, we know some of these are damn near eliminated already. But people will know that you're referencing the top of the division.
When you say trust, like, what does that even mean?
Will carry on a strong season, make it into the playoffs.
We'll make it to the playoffs.
Correct.
So our baseline is make it to the playoffs.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Not back their way into the playoffs, but actually make a strong case that we are going to finish strong and we will be in the playoffs. Let's do it.
Gotcha. Okay, AFC East reads as such: Patriots, Bills, Dolphins, Jets. Patriots currently with a 3-game lead in that division over the Bills, who are 7-4. Patriots are 10-2. Patriots are going to make the playoffs. They got 10 wins already. 6 games left. It is what it is. They don't have a hard schedule. It's going to be one of those things where I trust them to finish their season because of the schedule and the way that they've been playing that schedule.
So don't you think that we could go against my rules right now then and say that Patriots are somewhat fraudulent? Strength of schedule not good, right?
Correct.
You don't necessarily trust them. If I say, do you trust the Patriots if they play the Bills schedule or they play the Packers schedule? Are they then in fact fraudulent?
I view the Patriots as a team that they'll play the schedule they're given because that's how it works, and you can't blame them. They don't make the schedule; it just is what it is. They don't have any control over how good their division is, and they finish where they did last year, so that's how the schedule works out.
Yep.
This is a team that will finish with 12, 13 wins and get bounced in the first round.
Okay.
They might not have to play the first round because they'll get the bye, but whatever team that they play, the first time that they play a playoff game, they will lose.
What if they carry the 1 seed through? What if they actually enter the playoffs as the number 1 seed?
That's what I just said.
Home field?
Regardless, their first playoff game will be a loss.
Okay.
I don't view them as like they're not there yet.
Okay.
For multiple reasons. Number one, I don't think they've been battle tested at all this year as far as the schedule they've played, who they've had to play. Yes, they have one good win against the Bills, but the Bills we've seen have not really been the Bills this year. They've kind of been doing some weird stuff.
So you trust that they are fraudulent?
I trust they'll make the playoffs.
Wonderful.
I trust they'll make the playoffs.
Okay.
So I think the Bills will slip in too, just based on everything else that I'm seeing in the AFC. What are you smiling about?
Nothing. Carry on.
7-4, 6 games left. You look at who else is going to kind of be competing for that. They'll be competing against teams like the Chargers, the Chiefs, who they already own a tiebreaker over, the Jags, and the Steelers. So it would not surprise me at all to see the Bills make the playoffs.
Okay.
So the other 2 teams in the division don't matter. It's 4-7 and 7-9. Sorry about the Dolphins and the Jets. AFC North is, well, here we are. We just had a conversation about it not too long ago. But the Ravens, magically out of nowhere, 6-5, first place. Steelers 6-5, second place. Ravens will make the playoffs. I think they will, just based on who they have left to play. Lamar Jackson, I think is enough of a reason for me to say that. And what they'll do in the playoffs, I have no idea. Steelers, I think they'll back their way into a 9-win season. 6 games left. I think I could totally see them winning half and losing half.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that gets them in though.
No, I think we're in agreement there.
I think there's too much. They're too old and they're paying too much money to those old players, and I don't think they're good enough. AFC South, Colts at 8-3, they'll make the playoffs. Jaguars at 7-4, coming on strong, won their last 2.
I do not trust them. I do not trust them.
The Jags.
I do not.
History has stated that. This was a team that at one point a few years ago, they were what? They were like 5-0 and ended up losing like 7 straight. I don't know. They've definitely got some momentum over there, though. They're playing a little bit more inspired football.
Yeah, but they still have Trevor Lawrence, and I just don't trust them.
Yeah, he doesn't play consistently enough. Colts are another one where I'm like, man, if they can run the ball.
Mm-hmm. You see what happens when they can't.
Yeah. I mean, that was the same. It was the same way in New York the year that Daniel Jones won the playoff game, and they actually made a little bit. They were able to run the ball. He does really well when you're able to run the ball, take some pressure off of him, allow him to work through play action, give him some time to throw. So it all kind of hinders on that. If they're able to get Jonathan Taylor going and kind of do what they've been doing most of the year, I think they'll be okay. They're definitely going to make the playoffs. They're 8-3. Again, 6 games left. Texans, kind of sneaky. Little sneaky. They've won 3 in a row. They're currently at 6-5. They're in the hunt, kind of sniffing around there along with the some of these other teams that we'll talk about. But
I think the do or die for the Texans is their game head-to-head with the Chiefs in 2 weeks, maybe 3.
okay,
I think that is the do or die for the Texans. I think it's the do or die for the Chiefs.
gotcha.
Winner of that finds the playoffs.
Gotcha.
Loser, gone.
Yeah. AFC West, we just talked about the Broncos, Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders. That's how the division standing goes. Man, depending on how the rest of this season plays out, I mean, and the way that these other divisions go, you could potentially have, yet again, this division having 3 teams in the playoffs. We'll see. I mean, the Chiefs have another – I mean, it's a tough game in Dallas coming up here on Thursday. And then, like you said, then they play the Texans. I don't really think their schedule gets any easier. They got to play the Broncos one more time. Got to play the Chargers one more time.
Chargers, Raiders, Titans.
Yeah. Okay, so Raiders and Titans. So theoretically, they should get to 8 wins, but I think every game here outside of those two, I think they can really only afford one more loss.
I agree.
It's
And I
kinda
don't think it can be to the Texans.
Yeah.
Because they already lose a tiebreaker to the Jaguars.
Yeah.
And they lose a tiebreaker to the Texans if they drop that one.
Yeah, they really need to handle business against the Titans and the Raiders, and then the Chargers and the Texans.
Yep.
They can lose to the Broncos again. That's fine.
I almost argue they got to beat them.
We'll see.
They got to beat them.
Yeah. And they have to beat Dallas.
Yep.
So I think if they lose to the Broncos, it's going to be a nothing type of thing, because then you would have the tiebreaker over. Well, it depends on how the Chargers
Right. Because they lose that tiebreaker
conference
as well.
game goes. Yeah. Depends on how the Chargers conference goes as far as with all of that. So maybe you're right. It would all kind of come down to how the conference records go. But Broncos will make the playoffs. Like I said, they're 9-2. There's almost no way that they can't. Chargers, I don't really feel strong about. Chiefs, I don't feel strong about. It's just tough. It's tough to know what those teams are from week to week. So
I think it's
overall, I trust the Broncos. I don't really trust the Chiefs or the Chargers.
I think the Chargers are intriguing because they only have 8 more points for, meaning points scored versus points against.
Yeah.
That's That's tough.
I don't know. Yeah. Eagles, Cowboys, Commanders, Giants in the NFC West. Eagles 8-3, just lost a 21-point lead to the Cowboys this last Sunday. Cowboys have won 2 in a row. They're kind of starting to find their mojo a little bit. 5-5. They're now currently in the conversation for the playoffs. Right now, I trust the Cowboys more than I trust the Eagles, but it's just with that Eagles offense and the way they've played the last 3 weeks, it just seems like they could beat anybody or they could lose to anybody. Mm-hmm. But you can't count out the defending champs either. So at 8-3, they'll make the playoffs. I trust them to do that. And what they do in the postseason remains to be seen, especially with some of these other teams that they could potentially play. Cowboys, I will say right now, even with the momentum, I don't necessarily trust them just because it's been such a small sample size with the current kind of way they've been playing.
Agreed.
So I think it all kind of boils down to what they can do against good competition on Thursday against the Chiefs and the remainder of their schedule. NFC North, Bears in first at 8-3. Then you have the Packers and Lions at 7-4 and the Vikings at 4-7. That'll be one of those divisions that probably ends up with 3 teams going to the playoffs. 8-3, Bears have won 4 straight. I'm a Bear hater. You all know this, but I do not trust them as far as I can throw them. They have 6 games that are all decided by 1-possession games, and they've needed a lot of luck to be able to get those wins as well. Whether it be a lapse in special teams coverage from the Vikings, or just an utter collapse from the Steelers the Steelers don't know how to close out games, or the Giants, or whoever you want to blame for not being able to do the simple things for them.
Yep.
So we'll see. Again, that's another team that they'll be happy to make the playoffs, but they'll probably get bounced within the first round. Packers, we talked about it earlier today. Legit defense, in my opinion. I think they've proven that over the course of their first 11 games. The offense has to find it, but I think there's enough talent on offense for them to, maybe figure it out and kind of become pretty deadly here down the stretch, potentially. I know I was pretty down on them a couple weeks ago just with the play calling and things like that, but I think there's just too much talent. And they're getting some players back. Jaden Reed should come back. Josh Jacobs will be back this week against the Lions, excuse me. He missed the game against the Vikings. And I kind of feel the same way about the Lions, too. I think they'll end up kind of figuring that stuff out. They sputtered against the Giants, but, again, they're just too talented to keep down. Mm-hmm. So it would not surprise me at all if we see some of this stuff flip. Packers still have to play the Bears twice. Lions still have to play the Bears again. So there's a lot of divisional games coming up here over the course of the next 6 weeks that will end up deciding who ends up taking this division over. And the Vikings are in the cellar. AFC South continues to be the absolute dumpster fire of the league. I don't even know what to think about this. The fact that the Bucks looked terrible on Sunday night against the Rams. The Panthers, again, somehow they're 6-6, just kind of hanging around, but they didn't look great on Monday night. And then the Falcons and the Saints. I don't trust anybody in that division. So I thought the Buccaneers were good at the beginning of the year, but now it's like Baker's hurt, all of that.
Not good.
The team that I trust the most in the entire league is the Rams. They're good. They're really stinking good.
They look the part. Pass the eye test.
Again, I had some doubts about Matt Stafford at the beginning of the year, just because they said he was dealing with a sciatica and a herniated disc and things like that. And from my experience earlier this year dealing with a herniated disc, I'm like, dude, it shows what I know. It shows that he has better doctors than me.
He's just tougher.
That for sure is the thing.
He's just tougher.
I've seen the guy throw a touchdown with a broken rib.
Yeah.
So he is playing the best football I've ever seen him play. Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, he's got all the weapons he needs. They're looking great. Defense is looking good. Points against, they've only been scored on 179 points. Points for, 306. You're going to win a lot of games when your point differential is more than double.
Absolutely.
So, or almost double, I guess. So 6-game win streak. Seahawks are hanging around. They're at 8-3. Niners at 8-4. So that's another tough division too. So we'll kind of see what comes out of that. I think NFC North needs to pay attention to what's going on in the West as well, because this could be one of those things where 3 teams come out of the West and only 1 comes out of the North. So you gotta win your damn division.
Yep.
Just based on what's going on down here. So I don't know if I trust the Seahawks or the Niners as much as I trust the Rams, but I think the Niners are doing that thing that they usually do, where they suck the year before and all of a sudden they're good the next year. There's some questions, especially with injuries and things like that. And they're just kind of skating along, but I think they've done a great job of weathering the storm when you lose a guy like Fred Warner and Bosa.
Yeah.
And they're still continuing to win games and play a solid defense. I think Robert Saleh deserves a lot of credit there too.
Yep.
So
I don't trust Darnold for the Seahawks. Yeah. Not when it comes playoff time.
Okay.
I'll trust him regular season all day, just like he did with the Vikings, but I do not trust him in the playoffs.
Jackson Smith, he's on pace for like 2,100 yards this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's having a hell of a year. Crazy.
And a lot of people are going, who in the hell is that?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yes is the answer.
So those are your current updated standings. I think there's still a lot of question marks. I always said you don't really know who teams are until Thanksgiving. Well, Thanksgiving is 2 days away, and I'm not sure I still know who any of these teams are.
Pick them. Pick them.
Pick them.
Pick your winner.
4?
Thanksgiving lineup to include the Friday game as well.
Okay.
Let's go.
NFL.
Packers-Lions.
I kind of know who they are offhand, but I just want to pull them up here. So we've got Packers-Lions. Packers go into the Lions' den in Detroit. It's the early game, 11 a.m. Packers beat the Lions week 1. I like the way the Packers defense is playing. The Lions looked a little suspect last week against the Giants. I'm gonna take Packers by 6.
Wonderful. Chiefs-Cowboys.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys. Cowboys are tough. Cowboys are tough at home. They're tough on Thanksgiving. I think the Chiefs are still, man, they're just kind of playing.
They're inconsistent.
I don't want to say playing with their food, but they're just not doing the things that they need to do. They can't run the ball. Travis Kelce, who's 100 years old, is still your best option as far as a skill position player goes. Mm-hmm. And your other 2 speedsters aren't really adding what they were supposed to the offense. And Patrick kind of needs to I think he needs to pull back a little bit and play within the system and stop doing this crap that we've been talking about for several years now, where he's looking for the big play. So
yep.
He worked his magic at the end of the game on Sunday, but I mean, the defense did what they were supposed to do. You just got to score more points.
Yeah.
So, Bengals Ravens, I'll give it to the Ravens, even if Burrow's back or playing 30% of the snaps or whatever that is. I don't know. Ravens are on a heater. Bengals aren't good, even with Burrow. Ravens at home, and then I'll take the Eagles on Friday.
This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go against what I said initially.
All right.
I'm going to go against
walking
it a little bit.
Walking it back.
I'm going to walk back just a bit.
Yeah.
You made a good point about the Cowboys playing on Thanksgiving. I feel the same way about the Lions. Lions could be a 1-win team until Thanksgiving, and they will somehow win that flipping game.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Lions, Chiefs, Bengals, and I'm staying with the Eagles. The only one that we're going to be alike on is going to be the Eagles, because I refuse to say that the Bears are going to win. I refuse. I just refuse.
Okay, so now you went from all road teams to all home teams.
No, I took Chiefs.
Oh, sorry.
I took Chiefs. I'm doing the exact opposite of you, minus the Eagles game.
Okay, sorry.
Yep.
Wow. Look at all these games that the Lions have played. I wanted to go back just the last couple of years for them.
I'm telling you, I've watched Thanksgiving when Barry Sanders was still playing for the Lions, and they were terrible. They had a terrible time winning any regular season games, but that Thanksgiving game was always a W for them.
So here's something that could actually, how this could prove to be doom for the Packers, right? So my dad and I always talk about a numbers game. Detroit, since 2019, loss. 2020, they lose. 2021, they lose. 2024, they lose. 2023, they lose. And I can't remember what happened last year. But anyway, that would be...
I'm pretty sure they won last year.
Did they win last year?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know why the Lions 2024 Thanksgiving game. A win. So a 3-point win against the Bears last year. So they've lost, what was that, 5 of their last 6?
Yep.
Maybe not. Maybe I feel better about that. Had they been 0 for the last 6, I think I would have been like, all right, Packers are for sure going to lose. And I do remember that. My dad brings that up a lot, where it's like, man, Lions have been so bad, but I mean they haven't won from 2017 to 2023. They hadn't won one.
Mm-hmm.
Their last one coming against the Vikings, so the last Thanksgiving games that they've won have been 2016 and 2024.
Yeah, and when you get back into the Barry Sanders era,
oh yeah.
Thanksgiving was automatic.
Yeah.
Automatic.
But, I mean, I remember a lot of these, like, Packers go in, they get blown out on Thanksgiving. I never really liked it when the Packers would play on Thanksgiving because I think they're a little wishy-washy for the most part. But, you know, they won the last time they played, 29-22. Cowboys are, I think, a little bit more consistent, minus this weird loss to the Raiders. And Washington, I guess.
Great lineup, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they did a good job.
What a lineup.
I think they did a good job. So we'll see what happens. I'm just excited to kind of sit down and just enjoy some football this week. There's good college games going on too. So
yep.
Is there any college games that got your eye? You gotta sit down.
Well, it's rival weekend.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Yeah.
Everything's good. Alabama, Auburn, that one.
Yeah.
Texas A&M.
I think that's the one that I'm really jazzed for because
Yep.
that has so many implications. So many implications.
Ohio State, Michigan, always a good one, especially after planting the flag last year and the big chaos that erupted in that one. There's a lot of good games.
Yeah.
Really good college games.
Georgia Tech is another one that I would be interested in. And then the always Ohio State, Michigan.
And let's put her at 10 o'clock in the morning. 10 o'clock. Right?
Yeah.
Let's do 10 o'clock.
I guess we got to get over that. That's always the big noon kickoff thing, so they're always excited about it. But Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan's like, I think they put up a stat. It was like Ohio State's beat everybody over the last 2,000+ days except for one team.
Yeah.
Michigan.
I think they blow out Michigan this year.
Think so?
Yeah. Way different.
So
for
me, it's either Ohio State absolutely blows them out of the water, or it's one of those weird ones where it's like 14-17.
No.
And it's just a dogfight the entire time.
No. I think Ohio State hangs 30+ on them and beats them by 3 scores.
Dang. All right. Very good, very good.
And I'll still be wiping the sleep out of my eye when that one starts. So, yeah, that should be fun.
At 11 a.m.?
That should be fun. It's 10.
Sorry.
10 a.m., but yeah.
All right, we're getting a little long in the tooth here. Speaking of college football, how was your experience in Iowa this weekend?
Fantastic. What a great time.
Yeah.
What a great time. I'm telling you, what a venue. That place is so fun. I sat here, just to tell the listeners, I sat here for, 5 minutes? Mm-hmm. Trying to find the sound effect that Iowa State plays when their football team is coming out of the tunnel and onto the field, because they make that weather sound, the tornado siren, all that good stuff. Yeah, and they give that little thing about, whoever they're playing, these fans better watch for damaging winds and da-da-da. It is such a good time down there. And hats off to people that showed up, right? Because the kids were peeling out for Thanksgiving break. That stadium was probably 80 to 85% full.
Wow.
That was awesome. Great game, too. And they kind of put one on Kansas pretty well.
Kansas.
Yep.
Did they Iowa State was ranked pretty high at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, at one point they made it up to like 14th, maybe 11th,
yeah, now
maybe
7-4 overall.
Then they had a stint where they didn't do so well, and now they're coming back on. They'll be bowl eligible, which is nice. But yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it looks like
a
18,
lot of fun.
18 for a while. And then
That's as high as they got?
Yeah, and then a loss to Kansas. Kind of
like
derailed them a little bit. There was back-to-back losses with Texas Tech, Kansas. And then, yeah. So.
Well, they put one on the Jayhawks, so that was fun. That was a good time. Weather was beautiful.
Am I looking at the wrong thing?
Yeah, you might be.
Whatever. Yeah,
50,
that was last year.
I think it was 54 degrees in the stands. Oh, amazing. 11 o'clock kickoff, even better. Still had time to go home, watch Penn State whoop up in Nebraska.
Which you were so confident in.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. Anthony enlightened me on. I don't follow Nebraska. I didn't know that kid got hurt.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know their quarterback got hurt. I had no idea.
Yeah, they're toast. They're toast, but
because you never know what you're going to get from Penn State week in and week out.
Never know what you're going to get.
Nope.
Life's like a box of chocolates here in Penn State.
It is. I'm done here. I'm done.
Very good. Well, thank you guys. Thank yous guys. Hey, yous guys. Hey. Hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving, eh? No, thank you guys for always just tuning in and listening. Definitely appreciate it. We joke about the fact that people only listen to make fun of us, but listen, I'm just happy somebody listens at all. And we have people to call.
Facts.
To be a part of the show. So
facts.
Thank you guys for, embracing this little hobby that we have. So it's much appreciated. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram at The Armchair Authority. Updates go over there on Instagram every time that an episode goes live. So when that happens, usually on Fridays. I'll try to get it up a little bit earlier this week just for those that are traveling. And maybe need a little entertainment for your Thursday endeavors. As you're going back and forth between the snowstorm. Maybe you get snowed in somewhere. Need something to listen to.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah. Hey, Armchair Authority saved my life. I needed something. You guys were there for me. You're welcome. If you want to be a part of the show, you can always leave a comment on your podcast service of choice, or you can email us at thearmchairauthority@gmail.com. You can leave a question, comment, whatever you think you might want to add to the show, or maybe you just think we're wrong about something, which we often are because we're just very uneducated guys who just like to talk. So, at least I am. I guess I shouldn't loop you into that. That's a little mean.
You can.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
we're partners.
Yeah. If you check out the link in the description, you'll see our TeePublic link for a shirt. It's going on over there. Nothing better than an Armchair Authority shirt for Christmas. That's what I say. I've always said that. For years.
For 2 years?
For years now I've said that.
For 2 years you've said that. That's been your thing.
So you can find it over there should you wish to order those. And maybe it makes it for a great stocking stuffer.
Yeah.
It comes in multiple colors, one design.
Yeah, you can buy more than one.
Yeah.
You can.
Should you choose.
Great.
You can buy one for your dog. Or your kids. Or yourself. I think those are all good options.
Or to give to a neighbor.
It's true.
You
could clothe a neighbor.
Absolutely.
Anyway.
I don't know that there's a set limit that you could on what you can buy.
Yeah.
I mean, buy them up.
Yeah. Dude, when we come back, it's going to be December.
Yeah, right. 2 years. 2 year mark.
It's crazy.
2 year mark. December
Absolutely
something.
Crazy.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah. We're just barreling into the holidays. It's going to be, wow. It's going to be nuts.
It's amazing.
But as always, we appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful and Thanksgiving. I cannot talk. And a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving. Eat a ton. Throw the biscuits in the trash. Get out the rolls. And just hammer some sides.
Yeah. Of your choosing.
Yeah. Not bread, though.
Don't let anybody tell you what your side needs to
bread.
be. Do your own thing. Do your own thing.
And if you haven't tried sweet potato casserole,
don't start now. Stay with the green bean.
Love you guys. We'll talk to you later.
They know the game, but they're keeping it fun. Poking fun at the stats, they're second to none. From fantasy league